Welcome back to another weekly vlog, probably the most exciting one I've ever made so far. It is honeymoon time. We are all packed and ready to go. I'm waiting for my hair to cool down, and then we'll pack it in the suitcase. I'm all dressed. I've just got this little two-piece on from Pretty Little Thing. Very comfy. I've packed some fluffy socks in my bag to take on the plane with me, and I've just googled, and we do get a blanket on BA long haul, so I always get a little bit cold when I'm flying. I don't know why. We're getting picked up in about an hour and a bit, an hour and a half, something like that. Tom's just gone to Greg's because we've got no food in the house because obviously we haven't bought anything. So he's gone to Greg's to get me 2 vegan sausage rolls, and yeah, then we will just wait to be picked up and make our way to Heathrow to fly. So yeah, we'll take you along. His parents are picking us up and taking us there, so I'll check back in with you once we are on our way. Let me just do a quick fit check. So this top just kind of like does up at the front and it's nice and baggy, and then I've just got some like matching baggy trousers on and my Birkenstocks. I don't know if you can see those. I obviously have my nails and my lashes done yesterday, and I am so impressed with my lashes. I've just tinted my eyebrows this morning. So I'm feeling fresh and ready to go. Okay, this is not the check-in that I was hoping to be giving everyone right now. So I think the last I recorded was this morning when I was at home and we was just about to leave for the airport. So we got picked up at like 11:15, which was absolutely fine. Got to the airport super early. We got to the airport at like midday, and we couldn't actually check our bags in until 1 o'clock. And I don't know if I'd mentioned last night we had tried to check in online and we couldn't check in online because it was saying that there was something wrong with my visa. My husband's visa, ESTA, sorry, not visa. My husband's ESTA was absolutely fine, but there was an issue with my ESTA, which meant that we couldn't check into our flight online yesterday. So I was like, it's fine. Look, I had a mild panic about it last night, and I was like, we'll just check in when we get there tomorrow and just hope that everything's okay with my ESTA. So we got to the airport at 12 o'clock, couldn't check our bags in or check in yet. So we went to Cafe Nero and had a little coffee. Well, I had a matcha. It was a pistachio matcha and it was absolutely delightful. Then our check-in gate information came up. So went to check in through the like self-check-in bit, scanned my passport, and it just printed out these two, like, they were just 2 pieces of paper that just basically said, we can't check you in, there's an issue with your ESTA, you need to go to like a help desk. So I went to the BA help desk, to the manned check-in desk basically, and just said, obviously I've got this slip of paper here that says there's an issue with my ESTA. My husband has the ESTA on his account because he applied for the ESTA, and I have a printed version of the ESTA here. So he's called through to Homeland Security and said, look, here's the passport number, here's the ESTA reference number, is everything okay with this ESTA application? And Homeland Security say, absolutely fine, why are you asking? And he says, because we have an issue here on our end, it says that there's an issue with the ESTA, and they're like, no, everything's fine, we're expecting them to be here today, crack on basically. So he's like, great, okay, we'll check them through, perfect. So he gets off the phone and I'm like, phew. And then we say, okay, so I hate to ask this, wouldn't normally, but it is our honeymoon, so if there is any chance of an upgrade, we would really appreciate it. Wouldn't usually ask, super awkward, I know, but we just want to put it out there. And he says, I'll see what I can do, but actually I need to tell you that we've actually overbooked this flight. Since you've paid for this flight, we've changed the aircraft, and now that the aircraft is smaller, we've actually overbooked this flight. And because you couldn't check in yesterday, because you haven't checked in yet, you actually don't have a seat on this flight. All the seats have been checked into. I was like, I'm sorry, what? I just couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was like, I can't believe what I'm hearing. So obviously by this point it's like 2 o'clock. So he's like, I need you to wait over here at the end of this queue. We're going to come over and give you some vouchers. He said, we'll give you £40 vouchers, £20 each. Usually we only give you £10 each, but we're going to give you £20 each because it's your honeymoon. So we're like, okay. He said, come back at 3 o'clock and by that point everybody will have checked in and they'll be at the gate ready to board, and then they'll make an announcement and basically say, we're going to offer compensation to anyone that wants to get off of this flight, and then we'll let you know if there's any space. So obviously I just immediately burst into tears. I just can't believe my luck. Like, honestly, I am so unlucky. It is unbelievable how unlucky I am. So we just wait there for like 45 minutes. Still, we don't get these vouchers. So we're chasing and chasing. Well, they keep coming up to us like, have you had the vouchers emailed to you yet? We're like, no, we haven't. They keep coming back, have you had them yet? Have you had them yet? And we're like, no, we haven't. Anyway, we eventually get these vouchers and we get £10 each, which wasn't what we was promised originally. So that's just whatever. Obviously, the lady that's dealing with us can obviously see I am in such a state. Like, I cannot stop crying. And I'm just so upset. Like, I'm like, we're not getting on this flight. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to miss our NFL game tomorrow. Like, the worst scenarios are just going through my mind. So she moves us into the first class check-in area, because it has like a lounge seated area that's like hidden away from everyone else. So she's like, sit here. We're going to try and figure this out. So they're like, wait until it gets to 3 o'clock, and they're like, you're definitely not getting on this flight. I'm really sorry, but no one's come forward to get off this flight. You're definitely not getting on the flight. I have to say, like, they did do everything they possibly could. Like, they were calling. There was 3 of them working just on getting us onto that flight, and they were calling. They were making all their phone calls. They were on their walkie-talkies. They were looking on their computer. They were doing everything. Like, I cannot fault the people that dealt with us. They were super sympathetic and really like invested in us and wanted to help us. But they were like, look, you're not going to get on this flight now. Give us a minute to just figure out what we can do to get you to Nashville. Come back in an hour. So come back at 4 o'clock. Go use your voucher, get yourself a coffee, come back at 4 o'clock to the first class lounge, and we'll tell you what we can figure out for you. So we go off, get ourselves a sandwich with this voucher that we've been given. Just like saying to each other, I just can't believe that this is happening. Like, I can't believe it. So then we go back to the first class lounge at 4 o'clock, and this guy's like, right, I can get you onto the same flight this time, like for the same flight tomorrow. And I'm like, let's just take it, because I just want to, like, I just want this whole ordeal to be over. I just want to know. I think the fact that it was unknown when we were going to be getting to Nashville, that was what was like getting me the most upset. As soon as he said we can get you on the same flight tomorrow, I was like, okay, well, I know what to expect. I know what time I'm going to be getting into Nashville. Like, it is what it is. We've lost that whole day, because we're not going to now land into Nashville till tomorrow at 7:30. So we're going to be a whole 24 hours delayed, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. So he said, do you live local? And we were like, no, we don't. We live an hour away. So he was like, right, we'll get you put up in a hotel. He was like, you can actually check your bags in now if you want. But I was like, no, we'll keep our bags, because obviously it's got, like, I'm going to need to change my outfit. We're going to have to, like, wash, brush our teeth, do all of that kind of stuff. So I was like, we'll keep our bags and we'll just check them in tomorrow. So he's printed our boarding passes. He was like, you are definitely on this flight tomorrow. I've printed your boarding passes. Your seat numbers are on there. And yeah, so we're on the flight tomorrow. No chance of an upgrade, because he's booked us into economy, and all we need to do is bag drop tomorrow. So we won't actually be going to a gate to check in and see anyone. But yeah, I just was so upset. So obviously we've made our way to this hotel. They've booked us into this hotel that's literally just up the road from the airport. The hotel is lovely, don't get me wrong, but obviously we're just being treated like, I don't know, it's really weird. Like, we turned up and there was obviously a big queue of people that had got off the same bus as us from delayed flights. And then there was other people that were turning up that had obviously booked independently, and the guys in the checkout were like, are you the delayed flight, or have you booked independently? And I was like, we're delayed flight. The lady behind us, I've booked independently. And he's like, well, you can go to that desk over there. And she was like, well, these guys are waiting in front of me. And he was like, no, it's fine. You can go to that. You know, you just think, like, just because we haven't paid for it out of our own money, it's still being paid for. Like, you don't need to treat us any differently. And they said, you know, all of your food and drinks, it's all covered. BA have covered everything. We were like, right, lovely. At least we can, like, have a nice dinner tonight and just make the most of this bad situation. Go to the bar, can't order a drink on the room at the bar. We have to pay for it. £22 for 2 drinks. Like, it is what it is at this point. Then we go into the restaurant for dinner and it's a buffet. And yeah, I won't even go into what the buffet food was. The drinks of choice were water, water or water. So yeah, it's not been ideal. Tottenham are playing, so Tom's just sat down in the bar watching Tottenham play. And I've just come up to the room because I'm just really feeling crap. Like, we should be on the flight. It just sucks. It's just so annoying. The room's nice. Let me show you the room. So, bathroom is pretty standard. So, nothing fancy, but... And then, here was what was meant to be my travel airport outfit, which now, obviously, I'm going to have to change out of because I can't wear it again tomorrow. Our suitcases are here ready to go. And they've given us 2 single beds. I mean, you just couldn't write it really, could you? So, I just want to get into bed and sulk, really. I think I'm allergic to something because my nose just got really bunged up all of a sudden. So yeah, we go again tomorrow. And the annoying thing is like, we're so close to the hotel room now, and I'm imagining we're going to have to check out tomorrow at 11, which means we'll just have to make our way straight to the airport, and we'll be super early because we can't check our bags in until 1 o'clock. But here's what it is. I'm going to scroll on my phone now and see if I can find any other sports or NFL games or something that falls in line with our itinerary, because that's the problem. Like, we've pretty much like planned every day, so now we're going to have to, because NFL was such a big thing for us, we're going to have to try and like eliminate something so that we can fit a sports game in. Not the check-in that I was hoping. Okay, so just quickly checking in this morning. It is now Sunday morning and we are still in the UK. It is almost 10:30. We need to check out of this hotel room by 11, so we'll probably pack up in a minute and start checking out. And then we need to get on the bus back to Terminal 5 at Heathrow. And wait to check our bags in at 1 o'clock, so we go again. Let me show you my airport outfit, take 2, because obviously I couldn't rewear my outfit from yesterday because I've been in it all day. So I just got this pink hat on, which is from, I want to say it's from Shein, I think. This yellow jumper is from Men's Primark. I've just got this green top on, which is from Shein. And then I've got these white trousers from, I got them on ASOS, but I think they are Bershka. And I've just got my New Balance on. Okay, we are now sat at the gate. Tom has just gone to go to the toilet quickly before we get to go into the gate to sit down and board the plane. Yeah, we had a really nice time in the lounge. Food was good, had a couple of drinks. And then before we knew it, it was time to board. So yeah, we're just at the gate now, waiting to board the plane. And I'll check you in throughout the flight, I guess. Obviously it's a 9.5-hour flight, so we're going to be on there for a long, long while. I've put a spot sticker on, and look at this baby. It is so ready to be popped, but I want to do it with like freshly washed hands, so I'll just put a spot sticker over it for now. But anyway, very excited. There's loads of American people at the airport, and just hearing their accent is getting us so excited. Like, we're just so ready to be there now after everything that's happened over the last couple of days. But yeah, we're finally here. We're finally going to get on the plane by the looks of it. The weather is very miserable here in England, and we're going to land to a much nicer climate. So we will keep you posted. I tried to find some Havianas at the airport. They didn't sell any Havianas, so I'm going to have to get some there, I think. We've got a few snacks for the flight, and yeah, ready to rock and roll. Okay, hello from Nashville. We made it. What a palaver it has been over the last 2 days. I don't know when I last checked in with you. I think we were at the airport waiting to board. We boarded the plane, no problems. no upgrades for us, but that's absolutely fine. We just wanted to get here, to be honest with you. So the air stewardess that did serve us did actually say she'd seen my TikTok, and she was like, "Are you on your honeymoon?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I saw your TikTok." She was like, "I'll get you something." So she came back over with like little like white company pouch that you get in first class, and champagne and some chocolates and stuff. So anyway, we literally got back, well, we landed, and because we had landed so early, there wasn't a place for us to like dock the plane. And then where we needed to dock the plane, because we were such a big plane, the plane that was in that spot was having issues with refueling, so we were delayed on the runway for like almost an hour in the end, I think. Nashville end. Anyway, we got off, breezed through security, no issues whatsoever. And yeah, we literally got to our hotel yesterday, or our apartment yesterday at like, I don't know, 9:30. We were both so knackered because we didn't sleep on the plane. We'd been up for like, obviously, almost 24 hours by that point. So we were like, if we go out tonight, like we're not going to enjoy it to our fullest. So we might as well just get an early night tonight and just make a full day of it tomorrow. So that's what we did. So we went to sleep at like maybe 10 o'clock last night, and we woke up at 4 AM this morning because of jet lag, because it is technically would have been like 10 AM in the UK. Anyway, I am going to get myself ready now for the day. I'm going to put a dress on, put my cowboy boots on, because I've only got one day in Nashville, so I'm going to make the bloody most of it. So yeah, I'm going to put a cute little outfit on today. We're going to go and explore all day. We're going to go and get some breakfast. I'm going to go and get a big old coffee. Yeah, I'm just super excited, so come along. Outfit of the day. Gone full cowgirl today. Seeing as it's our only day in Nashville. She got the boots on. Just Masons.
Masonic. Like a group, isn't it? Freemasons. We have them in England before.
Oh, like the group of men that are like men only?
Yeah, that is huge.
Downtown Nashville, baby. We just literally walked past a high school, and it was the craziest thing ever. Just in our first American high school. Can't believe we're actually here. I can't wait to see it in the evening. Like, it just looks like it's going to be so cool. We are on top of a bridge. I'm not really sure what bridge it is, but it is the bridge that leads to the Nissan Stadium, which is where the Tennessee Titans play, which is where we were meant to be yesterday, but obviously we were delayed, and so we didn't make it. But this is the stadium that we were meant to be at yesterday. Tom said that they are building a new one next to it, but this is the stadium that we would have been at yesterday. And this is the river, and then this is downtown Nashville, where all the bars and honky tonks and whatnot are. We've just literally walked all the way down into the bottom and crossed over to get onto the bridge, so I think we are going to go and find somewhere for breakfast now. It's literally 5 to 8 and nowhere is open because we've been up since 4 AM this morning. So we literally left the apartment at like 6 o'clock. So we've had a little Starbucks, which was the best coffee I've ever had in my whole entire life. And now we're going to go and find somewhere for breakfast.
song for you.
We have watched so much live music. It has been insane. Everywhere we've gone has just been 10 out of 10 vibes. We're now at somewhere called Martin's Barbecue. Tom's gone up to order for us. I've gone for the beef brisket tacos with everything comes with 2 sides for some reason. So I've gone for chips and mac and cheese and a Diet Coke, which has just come back with. Oh my god, thank you. Do we get straws? I'll show you the food when it comes. It is almost 7 o'clock and we are just getting up and ready to like go for a bit of breakfast, I think. And then we need to come back and pick up our bags and leave because we're flying to Dallas, but we are travelling to Fort Worth today. You would have seen a few clips from yesterday, and oh my god, let me tell you, we had the best dome ever. I was pretty drunk last night, I'm not gonna lie. But we just had such a good day. Post Malone's bar. He played my favourite ever song from Elton John, Benny and the Jets. I literally, as soon as that beat started coming in, I was like, oh my god, I just had the nicest time ever. And then we went to Kid Rock's Honky Tonk and we saw the most amazing band ever. Yeah, it was just so good. Then we went for, I don't know if I showed you any of Martin's bar yesterday, but we went to Martin's Barbecue for dinner and the food's just been so good so far, honestly. So yeah, we literally came back, crashed out because we was knackered because obviously we was up at like 4 AM yesterday. And yeah, up at 6 AM this morning. Gonna quickly try and cram some breakfast in and then we can come back, pick our bags up and head to the airport. We just need to decide whether we're gonna get a bus to save money or get an Uber. I am in dire need of washing my hair tonight, so please excuse the state of me. But we have just got to our hotel in Fort Worth. So we flew from Nashville to Dallas, Fort Worth. I think there's more than one Dallas airport. a very seamless flight. Oh God, I really need to wash my hair. Anyway, we've literally just got here. It is 3:15, so we're just gonna dump our stuff and go straight out, I think. But I just thought I'd give you a quick room tour. It is so hot here, it's unbelievable. And we've got an 18-minute walk to get to where we want to go, which is gonna kill us off. But anyway, here is the bathroom. It's randomly got Dove stuff everywhere, which is really good. So this is hand wash body lotion. It's got some little makeup removal wipes. And then in the shower, it's got Dove shampoo, conditioner and body wash. Then we have 2 queen beds in here, which we will obviously just share one. TV, little desk. It hasn't actually got, that's the wardrobe space we've got, which is highly inconvenient because we are actually here for 4 nights. This is one of our longer stay, or our longest stay actually. And then this is the view. So these are actually like apartments. I've just seen a lady coming out walking her dog, and when I tell you it's hot, do you know what the temperature is at the moment? 33 degrees. Jesus wept. Anyway, this is the view. I don't know if that's like somebody's house over there, and like little shed. I'm just mind blown. Like we were driving in here and it was like in and out, like Home Depot, just all these things that we see on TV, and now we actually get to go and experience it. Anyway, let's go into Fort Worth. We have just been in and had dinner at the Cheesecake Factory, and it was so good. We shared nachos and then a cheesecake, a s'mores cheesecake. Oh my God, it was insane. Good morning. Howdy. It is is it Wednesday today? It is Wednesday today. We are in Fort Worth in Texas. We landed here yesterday. You would have seen that anyway because I think I spoke to you yesterday. We got up this morning, alarm went off at 6 o'clock. Got ready, came down for breakfast. Breakfast was very much help yourself. It had like sausage patties, eggs, English muffins, bagels, Philadelphia, loads of cereals, Lucky Charms. I had a bagel with Philadelphia. I had some Chobani vanilla Greek yogurt with a little bit of like raisin granola and a little mini blueberry muffin. I tried the coffee, didn't really like it because it's just like black coffee. I did put some creamer in it, but it wasn't very nice. I just need to stick to my lattes, you know. I've just tried my first poppy. I went for the strawberry and lemon flavour, and I don't know what I was expecting. It's really nice, but it's not a Dr. Pepper. Anyway, we are walking now. I think it's like 8 o'clock. We're walking now back into like Sundance Square where we were last night because we're going to like these water gardens this morning, and then we're going to come back to our hotel and get the bus to the stockyards. So I'm so excited to go there this afternoon. It's a bit cooler this morning, but I think it's because the sun hasn't been out for very long. It's only been out for like an hour, so I'm sure it's going to get very hot again. We are now at the Fort Worth Water Gardens. Sorry if you can't hear me because obviously there's a lot of water. I think, let me show you in a minute, but I think you can walk down it. I'm not sure if I'm feeling brave enough or not though, but there are people down there, look. You start up here and then you can walk all the way down it. I don't think you're going to be able to hear me, but we just walked down it and it was very scary. It is so loud. It's so cute. We're now in the quiet pool area, and oh my god, it's absolutely stunning. You can hear all the running water is like running down the walls. I don't know if you can see it in the video, into like little gutters and like the trees, and there's this gorgeous pool. Let me show you. Like, it looks like we could be in a forest somewhere. Absolutely stunning. You're not allowed to get in and swim, which obviously we wouldn't want to do anyway, but the noise of it is perfection. Like, me and Tom were just saying we could literally sleep down here. Like, white noise. Like, look at the base of these trees. Crazy. So beautiful. We are in the Fort Worth stockyards now, and we are waiting for the cattle drive to come down in half an hour. We've just had a walk up and down the strip. Had a little look at some boots, some souvenirs, got a magnet, and it's very, very hot now. But look at the streets.
Each one represents a decade in the history of Fort Worth, Texas. Right? And Texas sits right smack dab on one of the most famous cattle trails in the cowboy era, which was from 1866 to 1890. It's called the Chisholm Trail. And it runs right through downtown Fort Worth and right through here where you're standing. And they would drive them up to the railheads because those were the closest railroads that were available at the time. Now the history is real fast. 1861 to 65, Texas was a part of the Civil War. They're part of the Confederacy. They were to supply troops and beef. They supplied the soldiers. They could not get the cattle out of Texas because...
Just seen us watching the cattle, which was so much fun. We've just gone on the hunt for some boots. I found some really nice ones, but they're like ridiculously expensive. The ones I really liked were like $800, and then I saw some other ones that I really liked that were like $300 and something, which I am tempted by, but I just think it's a lot of money for a pair of boots. How much wear of them am I going to get out of them, do you know what I mean? So we're on the hunt for some cheaper ones, but I think it's 12:25, so I think we're going to go and try and find something to eat now. And it is very hot. Oh my god, it is so bloody hot. I'm literally dripping with sweat, I can't tell you. Anyway, it is Thursday today. We picked up a car this morning from like Fort Worth, and we have driven into Dallas for the day. So we literally just got up, had some breakfast, drove into Dallas, and now we have walked from where we parked the car in Dallas to Clyde Warren Park, it's called. It's just like a big green space. This here is like a big stage where they must have like entertainment on some nights. And basically, let me show you. All down here, it's got all food trucks, and then it's got all these, under all these trees is all this seating area. Right over in this corner is like a kids play area. and like a reading corner in here with like loads of magazines, and there's just like loads of like fountains and stuff. There's more fountains right over on the other side of the road. But yeah, it's just super cute. So we just walked here today and we've picked up like a sandwich from like a little cafe that we're going to share. Stopped at a 7-Eleven to get ourselves some Crispies, and then we're going to walk back towards where we parked the car. We parked the car at like an observation deck type thing, so we've got a ticket to go up this observation deck at like 3 o'clock so we can see like views of Dallas City. So it's 12 o'clock now, so between 12 and 3 we need to figure out what we want to do basically, but it is so hot. Honestly, I'm like dripping with sweat. We did just walk for like 35 minutes from where we parked the car to get here. So it's quite a long walk in this heat, but I'm just loving it. I'm just absolutely loving it here. Like, Tom's absolutely smashed the driving this morning. He did such a good job. And then, yeah, tonight we're going to go back into the stockyards. We're going to get a bus back into the stockyards because we've got tickets for like a ghost tour at the stockyards. And it's like an adult ghost tour, so there's like drinks along the way. Bit of a like drunken ghost tour, so I'm really excited for that. But yeah, I'm just absolutely loving it here. Like, I couldn't live here, don't get me wrong, it's far too hot for me here. Like the heat is like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's really close, and where there's not like, it's not like in Australia where you've got like a beach you can just go and cool down in, or like there's swimming pools everywhere. Like, there's none of that here. Whoa. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear me, but we are back at the stockyards tonight and we are on a ghost tour. I'm a few Celsius deep. We're on a little ghost tour around the stockyards and we're just in a bar that is like the most typical cowboy bar ever. Let me show you. Like, there's literal cowboys just sit there in like cowboy boots and cowboy hats. I'm loving it. Anyway, the tour's a bit spooky, but yeah, I'm loving it. I just love it here. I love it here so much.
Chases my blues away, and now okay. Jam out big on souls and graces, make us live on down to the oasis, 'cause I've got friends.
We have had a lovely day. We went shopping today. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me or not, but we went shopping today. I know, it's awful. Let's ignore that. I have got a TikTok of everything that I bought today, so I'll tag it here. Maybe I'll show you when I get some time, but I literally had the nicest day ever, just shopping, looking around, and then we've come back into the stockyards this evening because we are going to rodeo tonight, which we're so excited for. So we've just been for dinner. We went for some barbecue brisket, which wasn't the best, but it was alright, and we are just having a drink at a bar where there's some live music, and then we're going to make our way into the rodeo. Okay, I wasn't allowed to film in the rodeo yesterday, so sorry for the chopping and changing of the camera quality. I'm filming again on my phone this morning, but we had the best night ever at the rodeo yesterday. We absolutely loved it. It was way better than what we expected. We went out after to Billy Bob's, which is a hoedown like bar, and it was just absolutely incredible. Honestly, we just had the best night ever. Ended it with a pizza and then came back, got into bed and just crashed, and then we woke up this morning feeling a little bit worse for wear, but we literally just got up, packed all of our stuff up, jumped in the car, and we are making our way to Austin from Fort Worth today. So we skipped the hotel breakfast because we really wanted to try like an IHOP or a Waffle House, and we were like, we might as well try and find one on the way today. So we went to an IHOP, we had pancakes, they were incredible, lived up to the expectation completely. And then I have just driven from IHOP to a place called Heiko, and we've just stopped at a petrol station. We can't for the life of us work out what we're doing. First of all, we couldn't get the actual diesel like door open, and then we can't figure out whether it's diesel or gasoline, so we figured it out.
Yeah.
So we figured out how to do the gas. You actually have to prepay for your fuel here before you can start fueling. So we went in and paid for $30 of gas, only actually used $26, so we're not quite sure how that works, but anyway, we got some road trip snacks. We got some Cheetos puffs, just the cheese flavour, I think. Tom got a Gatorade. What flavour is this one? Glacier cherry. Gonna have a little try on that. And we got some Twinkies to try. Have you ever tried a Twinkie?
No.
Never tried a Twinkie. Twinkies. And I got some Twizzlers to try, which I just had one and it was very nice. And they're only 90 calories a... Do you want a Twizzler? They're only 90 calories a twist. So now we are trying to find something to do before we leave the gas station. We're going to go to Hamilton. Tom's just trying to find something we can do in Hamilton. And we're going to drive right there. We have just arrived in Austin, Texas. And we've just got into our apartment and it is so cute. Let me show you. So this is the entrance door here, and then you come in and look straight ahead. Just got this little like walk-in closet sort of area as soon as you walk in, which is very handy. We can shove all of our cases in there. We've literally just walked through the door, so excuse the fact we've just dumped everything. It's very homey in here, lots of little touches. Here is the bathroom. It is so homely in here. Nice big shower. Love all the little artwork, everything they've got like out. It's really cute. And then this is the living room area. Again, very cute. Little area where we can sit and eat. Got a big kitchen area. It's got the sofa. There's like some games down there. I think our plan tonight is actually to order a DoorDash and just stay in because we've been travelling all day. We literally left the last hotel at like 9:15 and it is now 5 o'clock. So we have been travelling all day. We've been stopping off, but it's been a long old day. So we're going to stop here tonight and order a DoorDash. This is the view outside. I think it's like a radio station, KMFA 89.5. Very interesting. Anyway, we go up the stairs here we get upstairs and there's 2 beds. There's like one here in this area, and then you go up these cute little steps, and then there's this bed here, and then it just like overlooks down here. So cute, honestly. I'm really excited to be here. Literally, as we turned up, there was like 2 girls coming down out of like this apartment block, and they were like all dressed up in their cowboy boots and like really cool outfits. They were obviously going out for the night. So I'm excited to like explore Austin a bit more tomorrow, but for now we're just gonna chill, I think, because like I said, it's been a very long day. We literally stopped, I don't know how much I've spoken to you since we stopped off for the petrol. Obviously we figured it out in the end. And then we like drove to like some park area, which was like in the middle of a like neighborhood, and just had a little walk around there. And then we drove from there to Hamilton, stopped in Hamilton for some lunch. We went to like a burger place. It was like a brewery, and that was really nice. And then yeah, we just drove straight from there to Austin. So yeah, we literally just got here. I literally slept in the car. Like, obviously we did a bit of a drive share. Like, I drove for about an hour, but then Tom drove for the rest. And every time I get in the car, I just fall asleep. Like, I can't do long journeys in the car. I don't know if it's just because we've had a couple of heavy nights on the bounce. But yeah, every like long leg, the longest leg we did was like just over an hour, like an hour and a quarter, but every long leg I just ended up falling asleep for like 20 minutes. I'm very swollen, like I'm very water retented. Don't know if that's the right word, but I'm looking at my feet now and they are so swollen, and my fingers are so swollen. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just relaxing tonight. Like, I just want to like put a film on, order some food, and yeah, just chill. So yeah, we'll probably check in tomorrow when we do some exploring of Austin. Happy Sunday, everyone. It is our first full day here in Austin, and we got in yesterday. We just ordered a DoorDash. We ended up ordering a Chipotle. We got a burrito, and we watched a film on TV, and got a fairly early night, I guess. Just resting after a long day of driving and just recuperating for another few days in Austin. This morning we woke up, made ourselves some breakfast because we went to like Target yesterday and just got a few essentials for our apartment, because it's a self-service apartment. And yeah, we got up this morning, made ourselves some breakfast, and then we drove to like a pitch and putt that someone wanted to try, but actually it was like a 45-minute wait. So we didn't bother to do that. He's found one in San Diego that he would really like to do, so we'll do that instead. And then we just made our way here to Barton's Creek. It's just like a big natural pool, basically. The water is fucking freezing, but it's just beautiful. Like, the views here are insane. I wish I'd have taken you down with us when we just did this little trail around the pool. Literally, it's just absolutely stunning here. The weather is a little bit overcast today, so it's actually quite nice to like lay out. I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the day, to be fair. Tom's found a comedy club, like a free BYOB comedy club this evening, so I think we're gonna do that. But let me just show you my view. Good morning. I'm not actually quite sure when I last checked in with you. It is, what is the day today? Monday? Monday. We are in Austin. Yesterday was our first full day in Austin, and today is our last full day in Austin. Yesterday we got up in the morning. We went to a place called Barton's Creek, which was like a creek, but it was like it had been made into like a pool, like a public pool. So we went there for the morning, had a dip in that, and it was absolutely freezing, but the views were absolutely unreal. Like, it was such an experience. I'm so pleased we went there. Yeah, so we actually, you had to pay to get in. I think it was like $9 each or something to get in. It's more if you aren't like an Austin resident, which is quite weird. Anyway, she was like, are y'all not from around here? And we were like, no, we're from England, we're here on our honeymoon. She was like, oh. She was like, do you know what? Don't worry. And she let us in for free. I was like, that is so cute. Anyway, we just like spent a few hours there. Then it was just so hot and the water was so cold that we couldn't spend a lot of time in it really. So we left there and went to, where did we go to next? Oh, we went to Botanical Gardens. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like, yeah, it was just like a botanical garden basically. So it had like a Japanese area, it had like a cactus and succulent area, it had, yeah, it was really cute. So we just walked around there, but again, it is so hot out here, like you literally just cannot walk around in the heat, like slap bang in the middle of the day, and that was literally like 12 o'clock we was there, and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I was like, I'm running out of battery. Yeah, so we walked around there, that was cute. And then we went to find a shopping mall because we were like, we just need to find, this is the thing, we spent quite a lot of time in shopping centres, shopping malls. But it's because we need to find aircon and something to eat, and it just makes sense. So yeah, we went and found a mall. We walked around there. I did get a few bits from Dillard's, I think it's called, which is just like a department store, like a Debenhams. It had like all these different brands in it. So the stuff I got was like, one of the things was from Roxy, I'm not sure where the other one was from, but yeah, that was cute. Then we stopped for some lunch, and then we came back to the room to like get showered and ready to go out last night because we had tickets to like a free like comedy club, comedy show, and it was like BYOB. So we came into like Austin Centre, I guess, to get some dinner, but we were like, both of us was like, we're not actually hungry, so we didn't end up getting any dinner, and we just went and found a bar and had a couple of drinks. Went to find a shop to get some alcohol to take into this comedy club, and then we went into the comedy club, and it was so funny. Just such like American humour. Yeah, I don't really know how to explain it. There was probably like 10 people that came on. It was good. Some of it was a bit dark, some of it was like a bit political. And obviously we were sat right at the front because we got there on time, and they obviously seat you at the front first in case it doesn't like fill up. And I was like, oh, I really hope it's not like English comedy where they will just roast you. But I think because they were like new comedians, like it's not like they could just, maybe, not saying they couldn't, but it's not like maybe they didn't feel confident enough to just off the cuff like come up with material. Like a lot of their material they were actually like referencing back to like notepads or their phones, so I feel like we were quite safe. But yeah, it was a very interesting experience. And then we literally just got an Uber back and ordered a DoorDash because we were hungry back when it was like 9, half 9. So we ordered a Taco Bell, and it was really good. And then we just got an early night, crashed out. I didn't wake up this morning until like, I think it was like 8:30, 8:45, which is crazy. We've just been so exhausted because we've just been like on the go non-stop. It's our last full day in Austin today, so our plans are, it's 10:15 now, we just had breakfast, just had like a bowl of cereal that we got from Target. Super casual clothes today. I wanted to go, like, apparently Austin's really good for like vintage shopping. So I found a shop that's been recommended on, like, I think I found it on a TikTok or something, for vintage shopping. So we're gonna go there. That's literally a 7-minute drive away. And then we're gonna go, Tom has found an outlet. Again, we're just gonna be shopping, which is just dangerous, but we're on holiday. So yeah, we're gonna go to an outlet. Tom wants to have a look at some more trainers and stuff, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Not sure what we're gonna do tonight. I know we're going to, there's like a specific bridge in Austin that you like go to at sunset, and all the bats like emerge from this, under this bridge at sunset. So we're gonna go and do that because I feel like that's iconic for Austin. And then I'm not really sure, maybe if we can like not eat a lot at lunchtime, we can go out for a nice dinner somewhere in Austin tonight. And then yeah, we'll be traveling to San Diego tomorrow. We'll be driving to the airport tomorrow morning, dropping the car off, the rental car that we've got, and flying to San Diego. So I have absolutely loved it here in Texas. I've really, really, really loved it, but I am excited now to move to a different state and experience like a different way. Like, it's going to be so different to what it is here. I'm really excited to go to San Diego. That's been one of the places that I was most looking forward to seeing before we came here. So I feel like I look super swollen. I've just eaten far too much. Like, I can't. We've literally only been here a week. We've got another 2 weeks, and I can't keep up with it, if I'm honest with you. Thinking in the shower, like, I don't know how we're gonna top like what we've already done. Like, my highs at the moment have been, like, my favourite day has been the day we spent in Nashville just bar hopping and listening to all that live music, and then my favourite evening has been probably the rodeo, like Stockyards, the rodeo, and then Billy Bob's hoedown, honky tonk. Yeah. So who knows what the rest has got in store for us, basically. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'm not gonna take my camera out because it's super bulky and quite heavy to carry, and it's just been quite annoying. So sorry if the quality, I don't know if I've already said this, is chopping and changing between my camera and my iPhone, but it's just easier for me to take my iPhone out and just quickly whip it out rather than getting the camera. I did try to get the camera out at the rodeo, and the lady was like, no. And I was like, oh, we're not allowed to film in here. She was like, you can film on your phone but not on a camera. I was like, what difference does it make? Like, iPhone camera these days are really good. Anyway, so I just don't want to be like told off again, so I'll probably just leave my camera here. We are at Congress Bridge, where all of the bats come out at sunset. Basically, as soon as the sun goes down, all the bats fly out from underneath the bridge. So we've come down here for sunset now to watch that. We just had a day shopping again today, which was not worth filming, but we're going to do this. It is now about 7:10, and they're predicted to come out at about 7:25, and then we're going to make our way to Terry Black's barbecue for dinner. It's literally beautiful here. There's so many people here gathering now, ready to watch the bats right on the like river or lake, whatever you want to call it. There's people like on canoes and stuff in the lake, ready to watch the bats come. But very cute. That is crazy. Like, how many? Oh my god, there's so many. Fucking hell, there's so many. Whoa! That was so cool. I literally thought I was going to pass out for a minute there because it got so hot when we were waiting down under the bridge for the bats to come out. And then the bats came out and we were not stood in the right position because they all started weeing as they came out. So we all got weed on by bats. So we moved, but that was so cool. 1.5 million bats. Amazing. We had just got to the barbecue place and we went for some beef ribs and some brisket. And we got mac and cheese, coleslaw, Mexican rice and jalapenos. Tom has just gone to grab us our drinks and our plates to share, and I am so excited to eat this. It is so hot tonight, I'm literally dripping with sweat. There was no tables inside, so we had to sit outside and it is so warm. But I'm very excited to eat this food. We have got a lot. It was very expensive, so this better taste good. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning, I think, and yeah, Tuesday morning, and we are just literally packing up and getting ready to leave for the airport because we are flying from Austin to San Diego today. We had a really nice day yesterday. We went and saw the bats last night, which you will have just seen, and oh my god, it was incredible. We found this little spot right down where all the bats fly out from under the bridge. And for ages we were like, do we go there, do we not? It seems like a really good spot, but why is no one down there? Because when we found it, there was 6 people there. Anyway, it turns out that when the bats fly out, they all wee. So we were getting weed on by all the bats. It was just so funny. And then we went for dinner at Terry Black's barbecue place, and it was out of this world amazing. And then we just came home and got an early night. Well, not really an early night, but we didn't go out and do anything crazy. But yeah, it was so good. But I'm ready to leave Texas now. I'm ready to go to California and get a bit of cooler heat, because the heat here has been at times almost unbearable. And I want to be by the sea, because that's just the kind of girl I am. I'm going to end this vlog here and start a new one for San Diego and LA. So buckle in, guys. Let's travel to San Diego. I can't wait to see the sea. I can't wait to dip in the ocean, swim in the ocean, just do all of those things. Yeah, I'm very excited. Apparently there's lots of nice food places around where we are staying in San Diego, so very exciting. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the first week of our honeymoon. Stay tuned because we've got 2 more weeks left. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Yeah, and come back again next week. Thanks, love you, bye.